Fellas, I've had enough of matte coating slop on monitors. It ruins the clarity and it introduces a maddening level of grain and oil that I just can't unsee. And no other industry would be caught dead using it on their displays, which is why I've been trying various methods to remove or hide this foul abomination for months. Well, I've finally found a solution that's not only easy, but also cheap to do. However, before I get into how I fix matte coatings and turn them glossy, I do need to put in here a disclaimer. I do not recommend modifying your displays in any way. It will void your warranty, it could damage your display, or even worse. I also never recommend the use of chemicals of any sort, and if you ever find yourself being exposed to them, please make sure you're in a well-ventilated, preferably outside area, and you're using proper respiratory and skin protection such as a gas mask and gloves. But with that out of the way, here's how I've been able to fix matte coatings. 1. I set the monitor on a box in a well-ventilated outside area. 2. I wipe off the monitor with a microfiber towel to make sure there's no debris. 3. I cover all my skin, put on protective gloves and a gas mask. 4. I pull out my 3M headlight restore wipes and a tiny handheld squeegee. 5. I tear open the 3M packet and apply it with the squeegee, wiping right to left, slightly overlapping as I go down, making sure to start and end each wipe at the very edge of the display to avoid buildup. 6. I throw away the 3M wipe in an outside dumpster, remove my gloves, throw them away, and go inside to wash my hands thoroughly somewhere where I don't eat while I wait 10 minutes for the plastic coat to dry. 7. I put on new gloves, go to the opposite side of the monitor, open a new 3M packet, and repeat the process for layer 2. I then just keep doing this until I get to 5 layers and put the final layer on, trying to get as close as possible with each wipe without overlapping this time, to avoid as much streaking as possible, and then I just wait 24 hours to ensure it's fully hardened. And the total time of actual labor, I guess, for me is around an hour and 20 minutes, and it costs me, in terms of materials, probably like 20 to 30 bucks, although I like to buy big things of these wipes, which will cost a little bit more, but it allows me to do many more than just one monitor. So once it's fully hardened, I have no problems wiping the screen off with distilled water if it gets dirty, and overall the clarity is massively boosted. Now, it's not perfect, as there may be some minor streaking that can be seen when shining a bright light at the screen or other minor imperfections, but as you can see, it almost entirely eliminates the matte grain, even when viewing the subpixels with a macro lens. This leads to an enormous boost in clarity, and it is overall, I think, a good solution for me to fix my matte monitors, although again, I do not recommend doing this. However, on an unrelated note, if you want to pick up protective gear for various projects, or you want to grab headlight restore packets and tiny squeegees in bulk to work on your car for one reason or another, I will have affiliate links in the description below, and be sure to join the Discord by clicking my Patreon link in the description below as well if you want to talk about monitors or share images of various coatings. But there you have it, guys. I absolutely love that I found a way to fix these monitors without having to risk a pretty good chance of destroying it by buffing it out or trying to put water on it for a really long period of time and peel it off. That stuff is just way too invasive, way too hard. I've destroyed a couple of monitors doing that sort of thing, and this for me is a far more reasonable way for me to actually fix these displays, and it's super fast and cheap for me, making it actually possible for me to buy matte coating monitors once again. Although, of course, I would much prefer if it came out of the factory glossy, as it will be even a little bit better. There won't be that streaking. So hopefully manufacturers can just start making all their monitors glossy. Watches aren't matte, phones aren't matte, TVs aren't matte. It's for a good reason. It's because matte coatings look like absolute dog. You wouldn't sand the front of your windshield on your car. You need to see through it. You would not sand the front of a monitor. You're trying to see through that to see what's being pushed out of the display. Same concept. Obviously, a matte coating is awful and should never be used on any screens ever. But hey, what are you gonna do about it? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fix it, and push manufacturers to actually fix it themselves so that I don't have to do this anymore. Whether you're looking to connect a new console, gaming PC, or just need a fast and reliable HDMI cable to connect over long distances, Rupro has you covered with their certified 8K HDMI 2.1 fiber optic cable, available in sizes of up to 50 feet and can deliver a perfect full 48 gigabits per second connection over distances other cables could only dream of reaching. And with 48 gigabits per second of bandwidth, it can easily drive 8K 60 FPS or 4K 144 FPS 10-bit HDR video through its ultra-thin, flexible, and durable housing, and it even supports ER. So if you're in the market for a cable that can drive a beautiful new TV or monitor, be sure to check out Rupro on Amazon today.